It's a VeggieBLTpta! I totally suck at video games, but love to play them anyway.
Welcome everyone to day 11 of the 12 games of Christmas, a VeggieBLTpta special. And today's game is called Why VeggiePta Should Not Be a Doctor, aka Trauma Team. You're gonna see I'm actually kind of far in this game. I've gotten past everybody's individual stories, and now it's to the end game, but we're not gonna play that because... No, I didn't want that one. Actually, I did want that one. Sorry, we're not gonna play that because I just want to show you some of the game and why I shouldn't be a doctor, and there's a little bit of it right now. But just to give you some of the characters, oh my goodness, I forget their names, but well, he is CR501, and he is you'll see a little bit of his story because we're gonna play some of his game. Then you have Maria Torres, who's like a trauma first response unit one. Her gameplay is alright. There's one part, I can't remember what move it is, but something that they make you do in her missions, I just have not discovered what they want you to do. So I didn't get the best scores on her stuff. And then there's Hank Freebird, who is, he does, oh gosh, what is it, like, pins and bones and stuff like that. His ones are alright. They're not my favorite, but they're alright. Then we have Tomoe Tachibana, and she does endoscopy, and I really do not like her missions, but she's one of those traditional Japanese princess people. I like the character, she's cool, but man, the gameplay in those ones, as you can see, not so much. Then there is Gabriel Cunningham, where I really like his gameplay because it's kind of Phoenix Wright-y. You have to essentially talk to, he discovers what's wrong with people, so you have to talk to people, get their symptoms, check everything out, and then he usually sends them to get operated on by one of the others. And then there's the one that doesn't quite fit, Naomi. She's like, after people die, I think? I don't know, it's weird, she's forensics. Like, I like her gameplay, the gameplay of her episodes, but they don't quite fit in with the rest of the team. But that's okay, because today we're going with CRS501, whatever he wants to call himself. And we are going to start with episode 2, because the first episode is just kind of like a blip. But episode 2 does a good job of introducing you to the actual hospital, and all the stuff you're going to be doing. Look at that butterfly. This game, Trauma Team, is the, technically, I don't know, 4th or 5th, depending on what you judge, in the Trauma series. Because there's Trauma Center and Trauma Center 2, Under the Knife, or whatever, on the DS. And then they remade the first Trauma Center on the Wii. And then they have Trauma Center New Blood. And then they came out with Trauma Team. And I really hope they come out with another one. Like, I don't know how well Trauma Team performed, but I'm liking it enough to be, almost done with the game. What did I say, 15 hours I played? That was all pretty much in like a 3 or 4 day span, because I was like, I want to play more Trauma Team. I failed a couple missions, I won't lie, but I'm on intern mode, which is fairly forgiving, thankfully. These are kind of neat too, the little cutscenes, the way they do cutscenes in the comic book form.
This is 5 years off your sentence.
And the animation, the character design is nice too. That's a plus for me, honestly. Like, characters are one of the main reasons I play a game. So, if a character looks shitty, or the design's shitty, I'm much less inclined to play said game. It's shallow, I know it, but that's how it works.
What's your name?
Freebird here is going to teach us how to use the hospital equipment. Government hack over here is being like, yo, hands off.
His prison number is CRS01.
CRS01. I couldn't tell if it was a 5 or an S because of my TV.
I see. I understand.
Now get started. We'll be waiting here for you.
Alright, let's get to doctoring. You'll see my shaky hands, they're beautiful.
I'll be explaining the gist of this operation.
Great!
I'm told we'll be using an old CVR for a DCM case.
I don't know what any of those are!
That's right. But, Will you be alright?
Oh yeah, this is a CRSO1 has a bit of a general anime,
I heard from the man
you know,
outside that
trope
you have no
of
memories.
amnesia.
This isn't just some way to pay a debt.
You don't need to worry about that.
Let's
operate.
We're operating on an age 55 male who is 70.8 inches tall, 194 pounds, with dilated cardiomyopathy. Dun 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 dun! Let's do this. I actually do not like
Let's begin the operation.
medical stuff, biology stuff. Like, I don't get grossed out by seeing it. I get grossed out by hearing about it.
The patient's vitals are low.
They're low.
Give me a syringe.
Okay, we could do this. Here's instructions as like a tutorial. That's why I said this one is kind of a good one to start
Green
on.
medicine is the stabilizer.
Let's use some green medicines. I'm kind of skipping through this because I know how that works.
All right. Injecting
You can shove this in them anywhere and it makes their vitals go up.
Stabilization complete.
And it's a happy thing.
Next, we must open up the chest. Ready the antibiotic. We must disinfect the entire
Okay.
incision.
You use the nunchuck to choose your tool. And then you use, usually the Wiimote only. Some of the other ones have you use
All right. Trace
the
guidelines.
nunchuck in other ways.
Incision complete.
But usually with this doctor guy, CRSO1, he's mostly a Wiimote only thing.
Need to find the affected areas. Ready the
Ultrasound.
Area should appear as black shape.
Okay.
Found it.
Well, found one. That was easy.
Antiviral drug.
Now I use yellow goo,
All right. Drug's working.
scalpel,
Prepare the scalpel for incision. Affected area has been opened.
drain it.
Using the drain.
Oh, like that part's pretty
Add
gross,
to the
actually.
myocardium with the overlapping method. First,
Okay.
pull one side of the myocardium across the incision.
I will. Myocardium. I've watched my fair share of medical dramas on TV. Like, I think there have been some beforehand, obviously. Oh, stitching I am the worst at. You're supposed to do it fast, too. I'm just like, nope. Hey, I got a cool. That's not bad. But yeah, it started, like, the
Test did confirm
The big thing I remember is when ER and Chicago Hope came on at the same time, pretty much. ER, of course, went... Oop, there we go. Sorry. Must interrupt my ER talk by ERing.
Prepare the scalpel for incision.
No, I said scalpel. Thank you.
Affected area has been opened. Using the drain.
You have to remember where tools are,
Forceps.
which isn't so bad in these earlier missions.
Next suturing
But
incision.
later, when you're trying to go super fast... Oh, look at my lovely suture lines. It hurts.
That's the second.
I still got a cool! Alright!
Waste my time with your opinions. Let's keep going.
Oh, CRSO1, you're such a sassy man. Don't waste my time with your opinions. But yeah, when ER and Chicago Hope kind of started the whole medical drama thing, and I've actually been watching them for a while, every now and again. I watched some House, I've watched... I don't know what else I've watched, but
Get the ultrasound out of
I've
my
watched
way.
enough
It's not helping anymore.
that the medical terms and stuff don't really bother me. But like I said, it's like thinking about stuff in my veins.
Simple fact.
I can't just... It's like I feel it when they're talking about like, oh yeah, the reverse blood flow in your veins. I'm like, nope, nope, none of that, thank you.
Let's palpate the organ directly to find them.
Palpating organ times. He's an old school. Oh, okay.
Inject the antiviral drug into where it feels abnormal.
That feels okay? Okay. How about here? That feels okay? But yeah, sorry, CRSO1 is kind of an old school one because he's been in the jail for a while. Abnormal area.
Injecting the drug.
Alright.
There it is. Prepare a scalpel.
This game is a lot of fun. It can be... I don't know. Like I said, I'm on intern mode. I don't even want to try
Right. Next suturing
the
incision. The sutures.
resident mode. I think that's because, you're a resident after you're an intern.
Suture complete. Moving on to
Because I can hardly even stand the pressure of this before I go a little cray-cray. You're okay there. You're okay there. You're okay there! Nope. You can probably hear the vibrating of the Wiimote, so you'll know when I find the other... You know what? His vitals are getting a little low. So I'm gonna... back up. That was the technical term, by the way, is...
Injecting the drug.
Alright. inject here.
I found an
Good.
infected area. Beginning incision.
Sometimes I forget where I'm supposed to inject,
Infected area has been opened.
and then
Using the drain.
I just stab him somewhere. It's good times. Alright, we got this. Oh, jeep, 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 jeep.
Suture complete.
Well, you know, I said I suck at suturing, but this round has been pretty okay. Good for me. I like how this is supposed to be his heart. I'm just like cutting into this dude's heart. Where have I not squiggled? Unfortunately, a lot of this game is trying to find out where you need to do stuff. Not there. I want to say there's one probably over here somewhere. I could be wrong. Come on. Where's the other one? His hand must be getting all squishy and gross. Up here? We're getting in the 60s in your vitals. Where is it? Find it. Come on. I know you can do it. No. 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 Maybe. Uh-oh. We're back in the 60s in vitals again. Ah. Come on. This sucks. I don't know where it is. I think it might be just random. I believe in it. This is exciting to watch, right? I'm palpitating this heart. Another reason why I shouldn't be a doctor. I obviously am no good at finding irregularities. Oh man, my score is gonna be so low because I think it's time-based too. Come on, just find it. Did I? Trauma Team! Palpitating Hearts. Ooh, actually that's not a bad name for a like a spin-off game, you know, if you wanted to do a dating sim. Trauma Team Palpitating Hearts. Get it? Cause like hearts. Wow, I really don't know where this is, did I? This hand has seen a lot of things. Everyone watching is gonna be like, just go slightly to the left! And I'll be like, to the left? To the left, to the left. That's right, I Beyonce. I found it! Yay! That took freaking forever. Oh, see, I said I missed. Nope. Nope. Fine. Where did it go?
I found an abnormal
Up
area.
there.
Injecting
Okay.
the drug.
So that's why I said you just stab the dude with a needle. We're gonna do this with his vitals in the 60s. We're just gonna roll with it.
Area's been opened.
I can drain this bitch.
Let's close the wound before it hemorrhages again.
Okay.
Next. Alright. Next suturing incision.
Oh, that one's a bad one. Wibbly wobbly. Yeah, bad.
Now,
Let's close him up.
Beginning the incision suturing.
Ugh, more suturing. My steady doctor hands. Ah! That wasn't cool! Fine.
Get the
Sure.
antibiotic gel ready to plug
Let's
the
just
sutured wound.
put goo all over this bitch.
Alright, let's bandage up the incision now.
Will do. Yay!
Let this disease.
That's his catchphrase, by the way. Let this disease pass from this world. Apparently, in the world of Trauma Team, CRS-01 does some old school surgery. So that's why he's like, I've never seen surgery like that. Oh, fail! Oh, yeah. Well, I've gotten an S rank on this. This particular one was an A rank because stupid palpitating heart was forever hard to find. That's okay. These hands can still save lives. And we've actually... Oof, I just almost pulled my mic down. We have probably passed 12 minutes. Ah, I keep hitting my mic. Sorry about that if you hear random noises. Hopefully I'll edit them out. So we're gonna end on this because it's been about 12 minutes. You got to see an operation! Huzzah! And Trauma Team, I like Trauma Team. It's a cool game. I should probably get around to beating it now sometime. Maybe that'll be my New Year's resolution. I will beat Trauma Team and Tales of Grace's F. Because I started them in 2014, and I didn't finish either of them, even though I really liked both of them a lot. But I suggest if you've got a Wii or a Wii U and you're into, I don't know, different kind of games. I mean, definitely this takes advantage of the Wii's motion controls, but in a good way. It works. So if you haven't played Trauma Team yet, you should play it. And if you like, you know, regular Trauma Centers, or even if you just like the weird, like, Phoenix Wrighty visual novel-esque puzzle games, because it's got two like that, you know, the one dude Cunningham and the Naomi. So it's a good mix of different gameplay, and I really highly recommend it. So that was the 11th day. We are almost done with our 12 days of Christmas, which means you're only going to have to hear me sing today and tomorrow. Hooray! And speaking on singing, for the 11th game of Christmas, I think that I will play Trauma Team Operating, Import EX Trooping, Mario 2 Float Jumping, Tales of Side Questing, Robot Alchemic Driving, MindJack Super Hacking, Sonic Losing Rings, Mega Man X the Third, Relaxing Endless Ocean, Metroid Zero Love, and a random verse from Drakengard 3.